time like the present.
No time like the present.
So they say.
I can't even see the camera.
Right. Just gotta look at the light. Don't go to the light! Don't go to the light! I'm done now.
Coming to you from the subterranean confines of the world famous Trapdoor restaurant on Washington Street in downtown Greenville, South Carolina, I'm Russ Heaps, and welcome to this episode of Big John and Five. That's where I get my good buddy here, Big John Richards, to pick a beer from one of the taps or cans and bottles here at Trapdoor. We sniff them, we sip them, we kibitz about them. Sometimes we find out a little bit about the brewery, sometimes we find out about brewing history. And having said all of that, John, what do we got?
Jumping right in, huh?
Yeah.
Gotta go. So we're drinking a sour, which I'm leading off today with, just to set the tone for Russ. We're here in Belgium, and Belgium makes sour beers. Belgium makes the best sour beers. So we're here.
What I sacrifice for my art.
No, seriously, we're doing this for you guys, as we are wont to say.
Yes.
So this is a brew called Cuvee de Jacobin Rouge, from brewery Omer Vander Ghinste.
I'm glad you have to pronounce all this crap because I can't.
It's fun. So this is one of their. I actually just spent some time reading through kind of the history of the brewery. This was fun for me to see up there today, because while I was in Belgium, I toured around and found this beer in one of the places I stopped, and I'm like, all right, Omer Blonde, I'll give that a shot. And that's actually one of their newest beers, I found out. I started drinking it, and I remember writing in my review, wow, this beer's really good. I wonder which of the major international breweries is responsible for this one. And kind of a wry shout out against myself. And so I went and looked up the brewery and found out it's still a family owned little brewery in the town of Belgium, which is near
Belgium?
It's in Belgium.
No, it is. They couldn't come up with a name that was different from what the country's called?
I guess it's Belgium.
So they stuck a couple of
Belgium.
An umlaut or something in there.
But it's just a tiny little village outside of Oostenrijk, which is near Liège. It's right near Liège in France. It's over near the French border in West Flanders. Right. Well, hi Belgium. Sorry for butchering your language.
Wow.
But I was so pleasantly surprised to find out these guys are still a little family-owned brewery. 1892 they started, and they're fifth generation of brewers. Wow. So their fifth generation, Omer the Fifth, just took over as the sort of head brewer, full-time brewer. So it's super neat the way the breweries over there do that, or want to do that, or are able to do that, and keep everything in the family, keep everything small, keep everything controlled, and in a way that we haven't developed yet here. But I mean, our beer culture in the States is still so young. We don't have second generation brewers yet.
This brewery started when? 1892.
1892.
See, the smart thing about making sours is this could be left over from 1892. You'd never know it.
You never know.
Never know it.
Now, this is fun. This is one of the table strength traditional West Flanders Reds that is 5.5%. It's really clean. It's easy to drink. It's got a little bit of that balsamic-y, sour, vinegary sort of tart note to it that we found that you actually like.
Yes.
When we did the Duchess. And this is a similar beer, but much smaller alcohol. So we're in a lighter alcohol, and it's a table beer meant to just sit down and have with your food for whatever. And it's super clean, super fun, plenty tart, but it carries those big fruit flavors too. And it's still traditionally made. It's all done in a cool ship. open fermentation and then aged in oak voters. So
Well, enough BSing around.
Yes, around. Let's taste it. I'm excited for this. Russ is going to make a face, but
Text Miss Lily. Wow, I can smell the balsamic
yeah.
right on the, right off the bat.
It's the balsamic and the cherry. It just hits
Yep.
you right up front. I really like the cherry note on that nose. Ooh, that's even more tart than I remember. Oh man, it just builds around and then activates back here in the back of your cheeks. That's neat.
I kind of like it.
That's good. Hey, see there? Who knew when we started this that we'd get Russ drinking sour beer?
I don't know how much of it I would want to drink, but it's different and it's tasty, and I do like that balsamic.
Yeah, nice.
Kind of that,
nice.
That little bit of, I don't know whether it's bitterness or whatever that brings to the table, but this has got to mix well with, or pair well with some sort of something.
Absolutely. That's exactly where I was going next. You read my mind. I'm going to take a sip first, though, because otherwise I'll get parched. We don't want that to happen.
We don't.
This is a great food beer, and there's so much fun things in Belgian cuisine that go with this. The salinity of like mussels and frites, it's a great option with that. Anything with a reduction of a fruit or a balsamic reduction or something like that is just gorgeous. And here at Trapdoor, one of the first meals I had here was a duck breast with a cherry balsamic reduction, and had not this beer, so probably Duchess actually, now that we're talking about
Right.
it. But I definitely pulled the traditional Flanders red sour to pair with that, and it's just magic.
The Trapdoor, I did mention it in the intro because I figured we'd have a little time that I can insert it here, but Trapdoor is a restaurant that specializes in Belgian cuisine and Belgian beers. So
And Belgian ambiance.
in Belgian ambiance. So it's really, I said it was internationally known, maybe just nationally known rather than internationally. Although
There are a lot of the brewers in Belgium know this restaurant.
right, and I was just getting ready to say that.
Oh, well, take it away, Russ.
Sometimes
You led with it, but it's not internationally known.
Well, I said maybe it's not. Maybe I exaggerated. However, it is among the brewers, among the people that whose beer we're going to be drinking during this bunch of episodes we're doing today, are well acquainted, well aware of Trapdoor and
It's super
its owner,
neat.
Josh Beebe.
It's super neat how many brewers he gets to come here and do events, do
Right.
beer dinners, do tasting events, or bring something special. We get these brewers coming in here from some of these, and most of the breweries over there are still legitimately very small breweries.
Right.
Most of them. Some of them are big. But to get these guys to come over and bring something that doesn't come to the United States, they'll ship one case over to their importers that comes here, and we get to taste it. It's super fun.
Anything else?
Well, I think we covered a lot. We can let these people go find these sour beers on their own.
Yes. So damn lucky. See you next time.